What I've learned about a demonstrative speech is that as a beginner, you should choose a topic that you're familiar with. This is important because you're going to be teaching other people about a topic, and two, that you're an expert at it or familiar with it enough to where you're confident. And when you choose this topic, you want to choose your main important parts, and you should be redundant on those main important parts. Because that you're an expert doesn't mean people in the audience are, and you can really overemphasize the important parts. It's 2 days before Christmas. You're walking in the parking lot of South Coast Plaza. You get your keys out of your car, or out of your billfold or your pocket. You go and open your car, and all of a sudden you feel a sharp pain in your neck. Next thing you know, you wake up a few minutes later, all your valuables are gone, and your car is gone. You know that you're only lucky to be alive. And now you wonder, what could you have done to prevent this? Today I'm going to cover a couple of self-defense movements. If you learn these self-defense movements, they can save your life, and they are easy to learn. I'm going to cover two self-defense movements. I'm going to cover the attack chokehold from the rear, and I'm going to cover the attack chokehold from the front. Today's chokehold that I'm going to cover first will be the attack chokehold from the front. I'm going to ask for a volunteer from the audience, and this is Tony. He's going to be helping me demonstrate how to break these chokeholds. Okay, the first one I'll talk about is the attack chokehold from the front. It's the most common. It's used mostly on women. And the reason this is that a man and woman have an argument, and the man seems like he's losing self-control, so he puts one hand on the woman's neck. She starts to get away, he gets a little upset, so he puts two hands on the woman's neck. A little time after that, the woman's choked out. What I'm going to show you today is how to escape this. It's very simple. I'm going to have Tony put his hands around my neck. I'm not going to have him put no pressure on right now because I want to demonstrate it. But somebody puts you in this hold right here. All you have to do is turn. That's it. Turn and walk away. Nothing fancy, no John Wayne movements, knocking the arms down, knocking the arms down, kicking them in the kneecaps, stepping on his tootsies. All this does is going to irritate the person. It's going to get that extra adrenaline flow. It's going to choke you out that much sooner. So what you want to do, I'm going to have Tony put some heavy pressure on this time just to show you exactly how easy it is to escape. So when I tell Tony to go, I'm going to have him choke as hard as he can. I'm just going to walk right out of it. Okay, go. That's it. You walk right out of it. Simple. I could have twisted a lot harder, a lot quicker, and made it that more easy. Now this chokehold won't work in three different reasons. If you're against the wall, it won't work because you can't twist and turn. If you're on the ground, this won't work because you can't twist and turn. Or the person is super strong, or you're super scared. A man's hands aren't that strong, and it's hard for him to hold the thrust of a person's body. So if I have Tony put the chokehold on you again, if you're against the wall and you can't move and you're on the ground, or you're just flat scared and you can't break the chokehold, all you got to do is take either hand, make a fist, and as you're turning or twisting, strike at the attacker's elbow. And what this does is hyperextends his elbow, and it hurts very severely. So I'm going to twist. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to strike. I'm not going to hit the elbow, and I'm going to show you how also you can break. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I can't break it, so I'm taking my elbow or my fist and strike at his elbow. That's it, and that'll break it. Just that simple. Okay, the second chokehold I want to talk about is the chokehold attack from the rear, and this is the most dangerous for three reasons. One, you never see your attacker. Two, the person's arm is a lot stronger than his hands, so he's got a better hold on you. And three, he's collapsing the carotid arteries on both sides of your neck. It only takes 1 minute to kill a person by collapsing these arteries. And some people's arteries are closer to the skin than others, and then when you have that adrenaline flow, they seem to come to the skin a lot sooner, a lot easier. So when somebody puts you attack chokehold from the rear, what they're doing, they're collapsing these carotid arteries, and you're unconscious in a matter of seconds, and you're dead in within a minute. All you want to do when somebody does is there's three important parts you got to remember. The first one is getting air. So I have Tony put me in one. First thing you want to do when you want to get air. You take both hands, grab at the elbow, and pull down. Now I can breathe. I can think what's going to be next. The second thing you want to do is you want to thrust your hip and your buttocks into the person's midsection.
What this does is that raises them up in the air. And then the third step you want to do is just pull down and turn and twist. And this is what this throws a person across the room. Now the second and the third methods are not two steps. You don't throw your hips into there and then throw them. You throw your hips into them and throw them at the same time. I just put it into two different steps to make it easier. So you're in the tack choke hold, grab at the elbow, you pull down, you can breathe, thrust your hip and buttocks into the midsection and pull down and twist at the same time. And the person goes down. It's very simple, anybody can do it, and it's devastating on the attacker. Now there's a modified method to this for the little lady that's very, very little and she doesn't have the ability to throw a guy really large. And what this is, it's the same thing. He puts you in the tack choke hold. Okay, you pull down, you get air, and then what you want to do now, you want to drop to either knee. He's coming from my right side, so I want to drop on my right knee. At the same time, you want to pull down and twist, throwing your buttocks and hips into the attacker's midsection. So I'm throwing like this, I drop to one knee, and then I pull and twist. This throws him to the ground also. This one I don't recommend because it doesn't stop the attacker once he's been thrown. All it does is get him off of you. I like the one where you throw him over your shoulder where he doesn't get back up. Okay, today I've covered two self-defense movements. That's the tack chokehold from the front, the tack chokehold from the rear. And remember, anybody can learn these, and if you learn these, they can save your life.